What's up, guys, and welcome to another episode of Talking my channel. And now we will talk about an mysterious talk. Now we already know about Blocktales Chapter 5, but fans are having predictions, and some of them are pretty disgusting. Like trying to raise up Calypso, what the hell? I mean, seriously. I know what will actually happen. Well, might. But, who cares? Let's just get through it. So, after fighting the Ancients and seeing Calypso go through Great Depression, we go to the HQ basement. Now, after that, we talk with Shedletsky, and we see him way better now. And he says, to go get the wind force, you need to go to these mountains and this castle. But be careful. There's a blood moon event that might happen soon, and there's also a minotaur in the cellar. So after that, you just go to Bisville, go to the same place where you find the plane to Plainstown. Well, that absolutely rhymed, but let's ignore all that. Now we're going to see this. This is the same path you go to the plane. And now this time there will be two paths. One will lead you to the plane and the other will lead you to the helicopter place. And now, yes, I will know what you're thinking. How are you supposed to go through the other? Well, there will be a choice game and you'll choose which one to go. And there's no wrong answer, just do it. So, after that, you go to the mountain with Terry's helicopter. Terry's like, are we going to the mountains or not? And then you say yes, so then time to go. So then you go through these mountains, fight some core blocks, fight some pterodactyls, fight some random skeleton dude. And yes, there is a random skeleton dude which you can fight, which is not optional. It's not the first boss, but first if you do it. Now, I know the odd number chapters don't have secret bosses, but I don't care. I still want those. Now, to trigger the boss battle, you have to say yes to the skeleton guy talking, and he'll say, "Do you want to die?" And if you say yes, then the battle commences, and you fight. Now, he uses swords attacks, shields attacks, and just screams like the skeleton banging shield meme the same way. Roar! So, basically, he's impossible because he can also call for help any enemy, even the Ancients. Now, this guy is going to be impossible, but don't worry, there is a way. He has 20 HP, just like the Komodo dragon. Now, we just go through the mountains, ease through it, and then we go to the top, where there's the main entrance. And as soon as you go through, the castle man, the guardian of the castle, the dragon himself, Lidrigos. And yes, I think the dragon will be the first and final boss, but not in the way you think. In the first battle, he thinks you're not actually the true chosen one, and wants to see if you really are. And then after he realizes, then he finally trusts you. So then after that, he talks to you and says, "You must really be the chosen one. Well then, welcome to the kingdom, my squire." And then after that, you can also talk to him 2 other times. You can ask him about the blood moon, and he'll say, "I will tell you one thing, child. That event is not friendly." And then you can ask ask the Minotaur about the Minotaur, and he'll say, "I will tell you that, young squire, he's not a friendly prisoner in the cellar." And you'll get more curious, and then you will go to the place of many kingdoms. And now I know what you're thinking. Won't it be just one kingdom? No. So you can talk so basically the player talks with all the NPCs, talks with Griefer's mom, and talks with literally the king. And then after the king gives you a tour to every single store, the Supreme Mantis appears and she tries to kill you. And if you use a call card, which is an optional thing, then she's like, "Pathetic. You really use that burden of a call? You can just use battle cries. I don't care if you use healing, but that is the worst." Now, she does a flurry of slashes, does the same bite as the Supreme Ant, and after that, you finish her off. Now, at the dining, now you get a little bit hungry, and the king tells you to go to the diner so you don't get hungry. So then, again, you just go to the diner. And now, kitchen wizard appears again, and this time he tells you why you came here. He is the assistant of the actual chef because he's sick, and no one let him do that because why not? And also, the kitchen wizard still is not so happy about his friend Terry. After that, now you just go out to eat. And after that, the cultist king appears. He fights you. You win. Oh yeah, I'll tell you about his abilities. He can throw spears, use the sights, and really just call for a cultist companion. And after that, you can go to the main entrance of the castle, the throne room, which is not actually the main entrance, but it will still do. So, let's go see. Now, the king will be confronted by the necromancer, who's the real king of all the Corporals. And he did this just for fun. He doesn't know about the blood moon. Actually, no, he does know about it, but he thinks it's fake. Also, he also thinks the Minotaur is fake. So, he locked up the trap door because he doesn't want anyone to see it so they don't get clickbaited. Well, he does have a heart, but his mind. But he does talk with his mind. And yes, his mind can speak out loud. Sometimes not out loud too. So after the battle in the throne room, he just walks away, along with all the Corporals. And then as soon as you get outside, the 666, the mysterious figure, comes out and tries to destroy you. Why I picked Guess 666? Well, it's because to put in a Forsaken reference on Chapter 8, but they're not exactly. The killers from Forsaken are not actually from Forsaken. They're just myths. They're just characters based on myths, which actually are named the exact myths. Their abilities? Yeah, I don't think they're exactly the same, but yes, still. Now, if you go through the cellar door by double jumping, then you can go through and get into the cellar. Now, after this, you can go destroy the Minotaur by performing you will find a bunch of normal cells. Now, none of them are the same skeleton guys. But yes, he's hell of a lot of talk. But they're more stronger than skeletons. But after that, you fight him using horns, his trusty axe, and you get it. He's very good. Now, you must as well know that this guy is the hardest guy ever faced so far. Before meeting the 6667. After that, you will see the guest 666, the mysterious figure from the you again, this time in Blood Moon. And since he's already evil, he's nothing much of different, just uncontrollable and not controlling himself. So basically, yeah, he's tougher. Now, original his animalistic behavior, jump, that's a reference to Mega Man. And also, yeah. Anyway, this guy also has scratches, bites, and does the same Blood Moon form, but with extra slashes and way faster now. Sorry, that was my sneeze. Now, you still know that he is the hardest way before the final boss reveals. And no, not and still enjoying the baking. But he gets possessed, and he's able to look and save you from the Blood Moon. But you don't get possessed because you're broken. Now, Luigi is possessed. Now, Luigi before I get to him, I'll tell you more about the core rock and everyone's origin story. Well, the major one. This was just the same thing, except the cousins, Mantis. Well, Mantis was basically like a parent, unlike her sisters. Now, no, not sisters, I mean cousins. Now, these cousins were really going Supreme Mosquito and Ant were going together, but Supreme Mantis was seeing how they get help from others and really hated that. So, she left the gang and she decided to create her own. But where she does most of the work, and the mantises are like, does our queen need help? And that's basically how it works. So then after that, you find, so basically that's pretty much straightforward like that. Meanwhile, the Necromancer is just a normal skeleton dude, and he found So after a lot of that shenanigan, let's get to the real final boss. No, not Guest 666, Mysterious Fig, but this is now Blood Leatrigos. Now, you're going to have to fight your own mentor other than that cloud guy. But now you're going to have to fight the big ancient final dragon. Now his origin story, he used to be a normal baby dragon that breathes wind, and the king wanted to help her because he had no dead. So after that, they became good friends. So now, in this battle, this is the venom to the shank. And then after that, So basically, I lost this battle. You go back to Shedletsky. But I'm just showing out the lore. Yes, so absolutely decimated. Please ignore that. But now, and after the kingdom, we have sad dialogue, and then Leatrigos talks with you in public, and just gives you the Leatrigos just gives you the wind force after that, because he shows that was wrong. So that's why he's never going to underestimate anyone again. But he's still going to test them. But basically, he has learned his lesson. But he's still going to test those who seem to be horrible because he doesn't know exactly if they are. So now he learned not to be skeptical all the time. You go back to Shedletsky and you talk about his next mission, which is to get the dark hearts. And I will talk about that later, about all the bosses and the lore very, very soon. And talk to you in that quest of the Ghost Walkers. Now, welcome to fun run. Now we blocked and then we Blocktales. I'll see you soon, everyone. Bye. But I will see you soon, everyone. Blocktales.